time when my manager was fired after only working 3 days for laying off a senior employee. At my first job there was this 60-something-year-old senior employee who was an expert on an outdated software system that the company still used. No one else was ever trained on how to use it because the company only had one client that needed it, and the senior employee was more than enough on his own to keep the software running. The client wasn't a major source of income for the company, but he had been there for nearly 50 years and provided a steady flow of revenue, so he was pretty important to all the higher-ups. About 6 months after I started working there, a new guy was brought in to oversee everyone in the office. His big thing was efficiency, so one of the first things he did was compile a document with everyone's name on it along with the pros and cons of keeping them on. Naturally, he noticed that the senior employee was only servicing a single client and was only responsible for maintaining the out-of-date software, so he called him into his office and gave him a choice. Either he could accept more responsibilities or he would be laid off effective immediately. The thing to note about this senior employee was that he had long since run out of fucks to give. He was eligible for pension and had plenty of savings, but the job gave him something to do and he was good friends with the client, so he kept working past his retirement age. So when this new upstart manager came along and started tossing around ultimatums, well, the senior employee didn't like it very much. He tendered his resignation, much to the surprise of the new manager.